Yeah, Cornelia, it looks like there was several confirmed tornadoes down in Mobile. I actually lived there for 4 years and know some friends that still live in that area, and they said that the weather did get pretty bad. But fortunately, as that system kind of moved off into our direction, it weakened a bit. So we've had no severe weather, but we have had some rain. And we'll talk about that in just a second. But check out this moody fall photo. I mean, you can see the colors right here. This is right over Soddy Daisy, kind of looking right into North Chickamauga Creek. Gorgeous shot. Thank you, Matt, for sending this in. Just love that fall foliage, and we're right at peak. So get out there and enjoy it over the next couple of days, because before too long, those leaves are going to start falling off the trees pretty quickly. But as we take a look at your current setup, again, moisture still running ahead of this warm front across the Tennessee Valley. We're going to continue to see those shower chances as we go into the next several hours. In fact, rain now moving back into Chattanooga across much of northwest Georgia and down into northeast Alabama. So kind of a wet drive down 59 towards Birmingham and in and around Chattanooga. Those wet roadways that dried out a little bit earlier are now becoming wet once again. So give yourself extra time if you're going to be heading out this evening. We have rain from Rossville northbound along I-75 into Ooltewah and Collegedale. Also down 75 south into Ringgold and Dalton. Also some pretty heavy rain moving in and around Marion County, South Pittsburgh, Jasper up into Whitwell. Getting some pretty decent rain. So just be mindful of that if you're heading out and about. Again, a very gloomy look here over downtown Chattanooga, looking to the north. Some of that rain falling once again. Low cloud ceilings, and just kind of one of those evenings where you might just want to stay inside and watch a movie. And temperatures are on the cool side too. Generally in the 60s area-wide, 64 in Murphy, 64 in Dayton, and 63 in Dalton. And as of, I would say, about 6 p.m., we've had some decent rainfall totals. I guess you would say anywhere from 1/10 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch. So any rain helps, especially with this drought we've kind of been dealing with. 15/10 in Mont Eagle, 1/4 of an inch in Lookout. Some of the higher elevations squeezed out a little more rain. 2/10 in Somerville, and generally speaking, we picked up anywhere from 1/4 of an inch to 1/10 of an inch across the rest of southeast Tennessee, all the way back into parts of northeast Alabama. So not necessarily a washout, but it is definitely beneficial rain, because when you get those really heavy downpours, it tends to run off more. So when you have that light, steady rain, it helps the ground absorb more of that moisture, and that's exactly what we need, especially in these drought conditions. But going into the late evening, again, showers continue to stream in from the north, and then going into Monday morning, starts to shift off to the east. And of course, Monday is Halloween, so I'm sure despite many having to go to school and work, you're still going to have those plans later in the day. And it does look like all of those trick-or-treaters are going to have dry conditions as we move into Monday evening, even some sunshine possible. So certainly good news there. But additional rainfall amounts through early Monday morning tend to be anywhere from about I would say 1/4 to maybe 1/2 of an inch with some of the heavier downpours. So not a washout, but still we need the rain. Going to be very beneficial. And as for tonight, we will fall back into the 50s, just dropping a couple of more degrees. With all that cloud cover, again, it's going to be hard for those temperatures to drop. Tomorrow, 70 showers in the morning, clearing by the evening, and that trick-or-treat forecast is looking A+. Temperatures in the 70s, falling into the 60s as we go into the late evening hours. Of course, sunset tomorrow is 6:47 Eastern Daylight Time. And for your next 7 days, if you like warm weather, well, this is the forecast for you. Above average through next weekend. Cornelia?